We're not just a center, we're not just programs, we're a community of people who are learning what it means to show up to one another in a really difficult and challenging time. We create opportunities in retreats and online programs and through our quilting initiative to meet people where they're at in the midst of a cancer experience, and then to extend care.
And what we try and do is create a place where they can come and step outside of the intensity of cancer and its treatment, and then remind them that they are people besides having cancer, outside of having cancer.
So it's really a space where people come together and they're seen, they're heard, they're listened to, and they're held gently in a compassionate space of loving attention and support.
We do several different kinds of retreats. We have our 4-day, which is for the person who has cancer, along with a support person. We are the only retreat center or even program that I know of that really offers such an extensive programming for the support person. Then we have our end of life retreat, which is for a person who is in the last stages of cancer or would like to explore the last stages of cancer and their support person. As well as that, we do online programs.
We've put together a whole program that is based on modalities that research shows has had impact, not necessarily on the cancer itself, but a lot of the impacts of having cancer. So we are thinking through all kinds of things that might impact you, from the food you eat, to the way we speak with one another in circle, to the kind of exercises we do. And so for you to actually feel, what does it mean to care for your whole person?
Our programs are rooted in research and they're evidence informed. So we're really trying to create spaces and offer tools and opportunities for people to not only connect and feel cared for and loved, but then to really take something into their life that will support them. Maybe it will help them live even more fully while they're facing a cancer diagnosis or while they're facing a terminal diagnosis and wondering how to prepare for dying.
Having experienced many times walking into hospital settings for care relative to my own cancer, the contrast between the experience in a big hospital and the experience of walking into here is all I would need to have people think about. When people come here, they get cared for as the unique, very valuable human being that they are. And they have no doubt, nobody has any doubt when they leave here, but what they have been deeply cared for.
There's something about being fully away from your regular rhythm of life and immerse yourself into this community, this space, and this place. And that means more than just the center or the facility. It means the trees and the brooks and the ponds and the animals that walk past. Like, all of that is a part of the immersive and really healing experience of being here.
The natural environment that we're in is really special, and there's a lot of opportunities to wander the property and walk around the pond. There's gongs in the woods. So I took great advantage of being able to be in such a natural environment.
Getting up early in the morning, watching the sunrise, going for the yoga nidra first thing in the morning, that alone sets off your tone of the day, keeps you relaxed, and allows you to open yourself up.
Leaving the phone away, remembering that you don't need to be attached at all times, and just being, you've got time for that.
And of course, you can't talk about here without talking about the food. The food here was so amazing. It was healthy, it felt healthful in the body, and you never went hungry. There was something for everybody.
You can be expected to be fed well, nurtured well on every level, your body, your spirit, your mind. You're surrounded by really loving people.
To be able to share with other people who have gone through treatment or who are currently going through treatment, it's so important for them to be able to connect with each other.
I've been dealing with life stuff, cancer, family, relationships, lots of different things. And what I was looking for was connecting with other people deeply and just being myself. And I got that this weekend.
The thing that people won't tell you about cancer is that the worst part is the mental. And these retreats give that opportunity for us to express what we need to.
You spend so much time as a cancer patient with your fists clenched and worried and scattered mentally. You're trying to run your life the way it ran before, and you can't. And then you come here and you find out it's okay.
Here they can really sink into the time, together or alone. And because the environment here is so beautiful and stress relieving, to be able to walk in the woods, to be able to be close to water, to have time of an evening to have conversations or continue to make, you're really sinking into the entire experience without distraction.
So we really want it to be a space where it feels like a gift, that they can come and receive some level of nurturing and also receive a space where they can show up as themselves. So we take that into account and consider that in offering retreats at no cost to the participants, because they're already having to live with a lot of challenges and difficult situations.
The fact that this is free is beyond vital, because speaking personally, I could never attend something like this. For any ordinary person, this would be unattainable. They'd go through their whole experience, maybe their whole life, but definitely their whole cancer experience without anything like this, because they'd never be able to afford it. It's beyond value.
We're able to keep the lights on here by depending on a few grants from various organizations across Ontario and Canada. But a lot of grants don't actually help to pay for people to come and attend our retreats. And so we depend on private donors for that.
Whole bunch of people, like hundreds of people, participate in sustaining this place. When people write a check as a donation, that says something to the cancer patients about the fact that they are important. And that's a very large part of the importance of this place.
I often feel like I'm alone and I'm struggling and I'm isolated and I don't matter. And I think my biggest takeaway was it's hard and it feels like no one cares, but I felt very cared for and very seen, which I don't feel a lot of the time.
Felt like you were being pampered. Felt like you were being loved, and without you, this couldn't be.